Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, I've made a poll on the chat, as you can see, about the times of the stream. If you can answer, please, that would be appreciated. This will help me to actually see the feedback from you. If you actually guys prefer this hour, or you don't mind any hour, or you are better off watching it at 9:30. Hi Krzysiek, welcome to the stream. Right guys, so I have 3 events planned for today. Hopefully I'll be able to wrap them up in 2.5 hours. This is a goal. So basically first half an hour will be just an Abyss Den preview. After that we'll jump into Black Dragon Weapon. Hopefully we'll be able to test it in an hour, and then we'll also test Iron Golem. I want to see which weapon has more impact, and the way we'll test it today, we'll be playing Dragon Mutar against Astral. I'm gonna show you guys formations very soon, but I believe most of the viewers are here to see the Abyss Den. I got a green light from Jane, our community manager, to actually show it, but I can only show you guys the Abyss Den. I can't show you anything else as it's not been officially confirmed yet. So let's jump into the game. Also, there will be 3 questions today. The first question will be about the new mode. Basically, Abyss Den. The first question will be about that. There will be only 1 winner for that question. There will be 1 question for the Black Dragon, and there will be 2 winners. And same goes for Iron Golem. 1 question and 2 winners. So each winner will get 500 diamonds. So pay attention guys, as I'll be giving you out quite a lot of information. And on Monday or Tuesday, well, hopefully Monday, I'll release a video where I'll talk about all the new features that will be released on Tuesday 31st. And on top of that, I have a surprise for all of my watchers, all of my viewers, sorry. There'll be surprise waiting during that video, so something for everyone. Alright guys, so let's transition into the game. So this is a game, okay. So first, I want to show you guys where you can find Abyss Den. There were quite few things I had to go through, like all of that, to actually find them. But Abyss Den is easily found. It's in the world. You can either access it through that icon here next to the Holy City Siege, or you can scroll the map and get there. Okay, so yes, Ivica, I'll put Naga against Black Dragon. Right, so this is how it looks. Let's go to chapter 1. Okay, it looks like underground levels. Okay, and when you first get into that, when you first press unlock this mode, it unlocks at level 88, I believe. So when you get here, it pops up a window saying, do you want to skip to the highest stage depending on your power? Do it. You're gonna get 3-star reward clearance for all of these levels. I believe from that account I got to chapter 7, and after that I had to manually get to level 20. Right now, before I show you how the fights look, at level 20 you are required to use 2 formations, just like Trial of Angel. Yeah, 1 and 2. All the chapters before that level require only 1 formation, as you can see here. Yep. Now, so basically this is your basic layout. Okay, you got entry tickets. Every fight requires 1 entry ticket and 6 energy. This is the same energy that we use for other content. So this will require another portion of planning. I live in Scotland, Krzysiek. So basically you'll have to decide between farming underground levels, campaign levels, and now Abyss Den. Yeah, but keep in mind that clearing the chapters for first time does not consume energy and a ticket. So if you clear it for the first time, basically you can go as far as your power allows you, because it will get harder. To get a 3-star clearance, you need to complete these missions. They are a bit different than the underground missions. Obviously, you need to win a battle, and then you also have something like defeat one enemy unit within 60 seconds of the battle. Also, cast less than 4 ultimate skills. Okay, so if you play on auto and you cast 4, then more than 4, then you're gonna have only 2 stars. So keep that in mind. These quests are random, obviously, and once you get to chapter 20, as I mentioned before, you need to do 2 fights. Okay, 2 teams will fight against the same opponent, and you need to finish these missions twice, basically, to be able to 3-star that fight. Okay, so the rewards you'll get player experience, so don't worry about that. Whenever you spend energy, you get player experience. Also, you get unit experience, you get some gold, and you get 2 new currencies. For the first winning, you'll get Sunlight Dust, which you can spend to unlock talent points in Talent Constellation. Sadly, I can't show you guys the Talent Constellation today, but you'll see it on Monday. Then you're also gonna have Resplendent Dust. You get it for every fight, even if you sweep, because you can sweep this content. And this is used to increase power star and class crystal levels in a new mode that I can show you guys today as well. Right? So 2 new resources, and as I mentioned before, you can quick sweep, and whenever you sweep, it will select current highest stage by default, so you don't need to worry about pressing that and sweeping. Okay, it will automatically clear that level anyway. Now I wanted to show you the fights above level 20. However, there is currently a bug on the test server, so I won't be able to show you. Because see, what happens is when I start the fight, obviously I select 2 teams. Okay, as you can see, the enemy has 20 million power. Yeah, so that's quite high. I only have 13. If I win the fight, and this is just a bug on 301 test server, okay, this will be fixed on, well, hopefully it will be fixed on the production server. So what happens, I win this fight. Yeah, quite easy, 7 million power difference, and I just destroy them. But what happens after is, if I try to press anywhere, it's not allowing me, so I can't start a second battle, and I need to restart the game. So as I said, I won't be able to show you guys what levels are further than that. So let me just restart the game quickly. And I'll show you another aspect of Abyss then. Hey Adrian, welcome to the stream. So I'm logging back into the game. So this is why all of the testers are stuck at chapter 20. So we don't know what's after chapter 20 and how hard it gets. But you need 2 teams. Okay, 1 to 19, you only need 1 team. From 20, you need 2. We'll see. Maybe once we get to like chapter 40, we'll need 3 teams. Okay, so as I said, go to the world, access either from that icon here or through there. Okay, so I covered that. Obviously, you can purchase the tickets. 5 for it starts with I think like 100 diamonds and it goes up to 400. Okay, so 2 resources shown so far. Okay, now when you clear each of these fights with 3 stars, you can get up to 9 stars per chapter. Yeah, and when you get to 9, you unlock a unique box, and it contains more sunlight dust. Okay, so that's quite important, this sunlight dust. Now you'll see that on tomorrow's video why. Okay, so we covered all of these aspects. Obviously, I'm not gonna read the rules for you guys. It's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, what I'm telling now is happening. You'll be able to read the rules because there are quite a lot of rules when it comes to these 2 things. Okay, so we got Abyss Trial, which costs you Abyss Trial ticket, and this thing costs quite a lot. It's 1500 diamonds per ticket, and you can buy up to 4 per day, so you can spend 6,000 diamonds. Okay, so that is quite expensive, especially for me. Now you also have Abyss Challenge. Okay, this resets weekly. You have 3 challenges weekly, but to charge them you need to actually fight during these chapters. Okay, so if I do a quick sweep one time, you'll see that the percentage goes up. Okay, so it's 2% on that challenge per sweep, 1 at that, and this is a little bit different. Okay, so I'm not sure I'll be able to actually get all of them. As you can see, I only have 61 tickets, and because the problem with test server is the days, even if the day resets at 5 in the morning, the undergrounds and stuff like that do not. So it's very hard to get currencies and stuff like that. So if I just sweep all of that, okay, it's gonna cost, it shows you exactly what it's gonna cost you. So as you can see, I unlocked 1, okay, so that's fine, let's do that. So it's called Abyss Challenge, and this is the level, okay, level 1. The drop reward from that is sunlight dust, again, very important resource, a new resource. You also get a new resource called Scarlet Gold Ore. There's no description of it currently, but River Crab explained to me what it does. And what it does, it unlocks the unit gear level beyond level red. Okay, so the next one will be red +1, red +2, and so on. As I said before, there's quite a few bugs on test servers, so this is why it's so hard to test. But as you can see here on that screen, I can upgrade these gear levels. Okay, I can upgrade them to +1 red and so. However, when I click here, I'm not. Okay, and this is the bug on a test server, so don't worry about that. It will be fixed for the main if the patch hits main server on Tuesday. Okay, so we got the Abyss Challenge. Let's do it. Okay, so so far I only been paired against this Abyss Challenge. I'm not sure if they change or not. It's not been confirmed yet, but so far this is the only opponent. But there's also one more resource that will be obtainable through this mode, which will be Abyss Treasure, and it grants you 25 sunlit dust and 15 scarlet gold ore and a random mystery reward. So when it comes to this reward, so far it's not compelling. Yeah, I'm not sure about the higher levels, Adrian. Maybe there will be quests for higher levels, but so far, yeah, it's basically Underground 2 with boss mode, basically. So, Abyss Treasure and Random Mystery Reward. So far, I only had like Temple Scrolls, basic boxes with the gear and stuff like that. So it's not great, but Scarlet Gold is what you really want from that, because I'm not sure about the armament of that or required to upgrade your unit gear. Okay, so now we have also current progress. Okay, so for some of us it will be hard to actually defeat this boss. Okay, for me in this particular scenario it's quite easy. So my progress will be 100% because I'll just destroy the opponent, as you'll see. But if you don't, okay, if you're stuck at let's say 20%, your reward here will depend on the progress. You can try as many times, okay? You can fight it 10, 20 times, 30 times, and your highest progress will be kept, okay? If you give up, you'll get a reward straight, okay? Straight after. You'll get the reward when you give up, depending on the progress. If you forgot to give up, you'll still get the reward on Monday at 5 AM, just like most of the rewards we get after the weekend. Okay, so let's play it. Battle 1, okay, and you'll see it's actually a Kilgore. I'm playing against Kilgore with 8 behemoths. So this tells you if you're low on power, this will be quite challenging. And obviously you can use your dragon invasion formation with marksman that will probably demolish this team. But I've been running my Astra because I wanted to see how that will perform. This Astra formation has basic emblems, so it's not good. Obviously I beefed up the backup units and also didn't do any support, so it's not that hard for me. Okay, so let's play one fight, see how it looks. Okay, I think it's more like underground merger with Trial of Angels. It's not as hard as Trial of Angels at the moment, but yeah. So basically this is a way to farm new resources that are very much needed when it comes to the new future that will be unlocked, and sadly I can't show you guys that today as it's not been mentioned on the official Discord yet. So as you can see, if you're like 14 million, probably even above 10 million power, this fight will be not so hard, so you'll be getting these treasure chests and all these resources. But for the new players it might be quite hard to actually get, so I'm not sure about the balance on new servers and how you can play it. But for the veterans it will be just a rat in the cake up until chapter 20. Sadly I can't tell you guys what happens after chapter 20, as you saw it's bugged and we cannot play above it yet. So as you can see, 100 Sunly Dust, 100 Scarlet Gold, or pardon me, I already have 790 but I can't use it at the moment due to the bug. And up this treasure chest. Okay, so I cleared that. At what level is this unlocked? It's unlocked at level 88. Okay, so I used all my tickets. Every day you can purchase some. So as I said before, this resets weekly, so as you can see I can't do it again. Okay, so you have 3 tries every week, but you also can purchase Abyss Trial entry tickets, which you can do here. Okay, so when you spend them, you basically are against Abyss Trial with no level, and you still can get this reward. So if you are a whale, or you just don't mind spending diamonds and getting a little bit ahead of your competition, you can buy this for 1500 diamonds, which is rather expensive. You can buy 4 daily, so you can farm more of this resource. As you can see, same fight. It's another diamond saying for those who want to get ahead. If you don't want to get ahead, or you don't need to, like you're top on your server and everyone is behind, you're winning all these Battle of the Gods and stuff, you don't need to do it unless you fall behind. I personally will not spend 1500 diamonds on it, but don't get me wrong, there might be some other ways to get these tickets. Probably there will be events giving them out, okay? So keep that in mind, as not everything works on test server when there's a new patch released. As you could see in this stream so far, I couldn't log into, I couldn't do a few things, yeah. But this is basically a place for you to farm resources, okay? This is your resource 2.0, okay? So 4 new resources, well basically 3 resources and a chest that you will spend somewhere else. So this is like a preparation for the other content. Yeah, I can spend more, but there's no point of me showing you guys how to farm that. You'll be able to farm that yourself, and obviously I can't go higher than that. Sadly I can't clear these chapters. I want to see myself what's there. Will there be 1 free ticket per day? I'm not sure, Scarlet, as the day has not reset yet. Can you open one of these chests? Yes, Scrotum, no problem. Let me just quickly farm 4 of them, so maybe we'll have a few new items to pop up. I believe other testers had 2 items that I did not get so far, and I've done like 6 boxes. So let me just quickly pop that out. It's quick fights. So as I said, Scarlet, I'm not sure because the day on test server has not been reset since Monday, and we got that patch on Thursday. So yeah, not much time to test really, but we're trying our best. We found few localization issues already with translation, mostly in the Oh, actually, I can't even tell you the names of these things. So yeah, I won't spoil. But yeah, there are a few bugs which we reported as a testing team. Hopefully they'll get patched, fixed, and translated correctly before it hits the server. If it doesn't, then obviously it gives you guys a chance to win some diamonds from community managers, because we don't get anything from reporting bugs. We don't get anything from that, so it's a good chance for you guys to get some extra revenue, basically, to keep your accounts going. Okay, so hopefully this trial will change as well, because if it's only Kilgore, then it will be boring. Okay, how many more tries do I have? One more. Does new red levels for units require normal +5 resources, or only this new thing? So Alex, as I said before, I have no idea really, but I think it should not require +5 resources, as you could see, I had all the arrows going up, which means I could upgrade my units, but obviously I have millions of +5 resources. Buffs from King Store work also in Abyssal challenges. Yes, these buffs work. So you can beef up your team with the buffs as well. And following Alex's Q question, I hope it does not require +5 resources. Because I want to drop farming the campaign, okay? 10 campaign levels to get the quest done is enough. Okay, so let me just reduce the speed of the game. These behemoths will be much harder if damage subtraction is not switched off. Okay, so as you can see, I got a little bit of these resources already. I spent a couple, but yeah. Okay, so as you can see, 25 and 15, 25 sunlit and 15 scarlet gold ores are guaranteed. Okay, you always get them, and you get 5 mysterious rewards. So yeah, this is basically what I got. So I can see these scrolls range from 50 to 100, maybe even higher, but obviously we had limited resources available. We asked for more resources, like more sunlights, more treasures, stuff like that, but we never received them. So yeah, and as I said, 3 ancient scroll temples, also some basic stuff. So these chests are not the greatest, but it all depends how much value the scarlet gold ore has. Okay guys, so this is pretty much the Abyss Den. This is a new this is a new farming feature. So basically your underground 2.0 with some Trial of Angels shenanigans. Okay, it's basically that. Okay, obviously it's gonna take you a lot of time when you start that. Okay, when the patch hits on Tuesday, you'll spend a lot of time going through these chapters, and as you can see, I can't even tell you how many there are. If anyone will get diamonds out of it, it will be Profa. Yes, he will. Okay, guys, so let me just speed up the file. That's us covering the Abyss Den. Okay, as I mentioned previously, there will be one question for Abyss Den, and there will be only one winner for that question. There will be 2 more questions later on, which will produce 2 more winners. Sadly, I had no time to do the weekly quiz on Wednesday for those who can't join the stream, but I was really busy because I started college, as some of you know. So on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I have college for 8 hours, and then I go straight to work for another 8 hours. So I don't have time till Thursday to do anything, and I'll try to do these quizzes on Sundays. Hopefully this will be, I'll be able to do it so far from now on. Yeah. So Scarlet Gold, or someone asked me on Discord, you use it to upgrade your items from red +0 to +1. And just to remind you guys, I don't read Discord during the streams. I only read YouTube chat because I only have one screen to look at. So keep that in mind if I don't answer you. I think that's all my rage. I think we'll have to prioritize. actually check, this is my problem as well. On my main account, I still farm underground levels. However, I got to the point where I only have one purple spell to level up and one or two orange spells, so I can actually spend less energy there. However, I'm worried about the books that you use in alchemy shop. Okay, this is my only concern so far, because that requires quite a lot as well. Okay, so I'm getting ready for the first quiz question. For those of you who are new to the stream, probably quite a lot of you, I'm gonna show a question on the screen with answers 1, 2, 3, with answers A, B, C, or D. The only thing you need to reply on the chat is answer A, B, C, or D, whichever you think is correct. And if you are a winner, the winner will be 2 people who are first on my chat. Okay, you can see chat on the screen on the bottom, in the bottom corner of the stream. Okay, if your name shows as first on my screen, you're a winner and you'll get 500 diamonds sent by Jane, usually by Friday. The only thing I will need from you, if you are a winner, is your user ID, which you can copy from the game, and the server you're playing on. This is the only requirement when it comes to the quiz. So I'm gonna count to 5, guys, and in 5 seconds you're gonna have first question on your screen. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, guys, the correct answer is 9. I'm just gonna quickly transition to the game. As you can see, you can have up to 9 stars per chapter. This is a chapter, this is a sub chapters. So 3 times 3 equals 9. So the first correct answer was done by Ivica. Congratulations, Ivica. I'm not sure if you can see it when I scroll the chat around here. But Naopak was the first to answer. He answered with answer 9, with answer D, which is 12, and that's an incorrect answer. The second one was C Senor with 3, which is just about the sub chapters, but not the main chapter. Okay, guys, so this is the first answer. Ivica, obviously, I got your details, so you don't need to paste yours. Just to confirm, you're playing on EU48 server. You gamble. Don't worry, guys, there's 4 more prizes to be won, so still 2,000 diamonds to give away. Right, let's go to another test. Okay, so as you know, we will have a new weapon released, and it is going to be Black Dragon Weapon. So I believe all Dragon Mutaref players are quite happy. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that. Some of these units are quite strong here. Yep. So Black Dragon Weapon. This is... So what we know about Black Dragon so far? Black Dragon so far is quite a good tank. However, his survival, let's say his defensive stats are not the greatest, and usually he has to have a little bit of time before he gets stacks going, so he can become this immortal machine. Okay, he's still doing a lot of damage as a defensive unit, He's doing quite a lot of damage. So this is why people use emblems such as Dragon King's Breath, because it gives attack and defense on 6 stats. Okay, this is what makes him so strong. But exactly what Adrian said, it lacks defense. So what does this weapon do? If this weapon boosts his defensive abilities, he will become one of the strongest tanks. And what I'm gonna do today is, this is what I wanted to do. I'm gonna pair him against units such as Iron Golem. So we're gonna test 2 weapons today, which is unusual, but since we started early, I can do that, yeah, and I have time to actually do that. So we'll compare the impact of weapon, okay, because obviously Black Dragon should be better than Iron Golem. But what I want to compare is the impact of this weapon. So Black Dragon will cost you 2000 mithril, which equals to around $500. This you can get for free. Okay, so check the defense he has before. Okay, Scrotum just for you. Let's do that before we actually go. Hello, Coco. Welcome to the stream. So you wanted to see the defense stats. No problem. So I'm just gonna mark it down somewhere. Okay, it is Black Dragon versus Black Dragon, but one will be with no weapon. Krzysiek, that is not possible. That will require me to have 2 units, basically. 2 Black Dragons here in the roster. This can't happen even on test server. Right, so yes, someone asked me to write down the stats of Black Dragon. I will, no problem. So let's put, please check how much defense he has. Okay, so I'm only gonna track defense, yeah? If I test it against some other player, he will need to put only Black Dragon in his formation, no? So there's only there's only 2 players that have access to that, and that's Sven, and he's already tested the weapon, same as Spicy Pool. So all of them already have this weapon. But what I can do, I can mirror their setup and I can test it. But before we go there, because I only have 1 hour to do these tests, so I can move to another one. Defense of Black Dragon is at 433. Okay, so that's for you, Scrotum. Okay, so that's the defense. And Krzysiek, okay, you want that. Right, let's see. I don't even think I don't even have them in France. Okay, so I got Sven. What is Sven playing? Okay, Sven is not playing Black Dragon here. Let's see, Hyperion. I don't think he's playing that either. And obviously, Krzysiek will be able to do that because my weapon is at 0 and I'll be going through each level of a weapon. Okay, so we got Tia, but she's got no weapon, so yeah. Once I get my weapon maxed out, I'll mirror Tia's setup and we're gonna play against it. So remind me that, Krzysiek, okay? She has no weapon level, so I'll level my weapon and we'll be able to see it. So the way my test will be today, remember guys, I'm not testing Dragon Mutare, I'm testing Black Dragon Weapon. So this test will be a little bit different than what you'll be testing on live, yeah? So what I prepared is this setup. Okay, so as I said before, it's not going to be perfect Dragon Mutare setup. I'm just getting that weapon tested. Okay, this guy's weapon. I don't care about Dragon Mutare and her setup. So this is what I'll be testing. I want to have similar power teams. So it will be Dragon Mutare against Astral. Okay, so in this scenario, Dragon Mutare loses. And what I want to see. Yes, that's true, Scrubba. When I upgrade one of my dragons, the second one will be basically a mirror of it. I can't have two different black dragons if you follow. I can't have a black dragon with a weapon and without weapon, because if I upgrade the weapon, both of them will have the upgraded weapon. Yep, exactly, Andy. Thank you for explaining that. Yep, so I'm gonna show you guys how it looks without weapon. And trust me, Scroll, I would love that mode, okay? I would love a mode where I can test stuff like that. If I had an access to two icons, basically I could mirror my account and run it against me, then that would be cool, but not really. It's not gonna happen because I don't have access to comments on the test server, so I can do whatever I want. I need to ask for like resources, stuff like that. Yeah, so keep in mind this is a 0/0 black dragon, so nothing interesting here. Dragon Mutara loses. This is what I want. I want Dragon Mutara to lose, and once I upgrade Black Dragon, I want to see difference. You will see the difference between one without the weapon and one with weapon by comparing the results from this fight and the next one. Yes, Adrian, thank you for explaining that to the new guys, because this is what we do on this stream. We'll be going gradually from no weapon to actually 100 level weapon with 6-star, and I'll be running this same formation all the time. So as you can see here, I'm also gonna show you guys what I'll be tracking during these runs. Okay, so let me just quickly transition to my Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so what I'll be covering, what data I'm looking for is the damage of the normal damage of the Black Dragon, the true damage, which is the most important thing. Hi, hello Nari, yes, this Naga weapon is maxed out, so this is why usually when I run these tests, and some of the guys on this stream will tell you I don't put Naga on Astral Team because Naga is demolition. So, but right now, since we're playing against Dragon Mutare, she will have the weapon. The fight is 49 seconds, which is quite good because then we can see how much longer the fight becomes with Black Dragon getting his weapon awakened. So after that, I'm gonna write down the weapon damage taken. Sorry, the Black Dragon damage taken. Okay, this is important too. We'll see how much damage he can soak before he dies. How long he survived. Okay, because obviously he's a tank, so he will die faster than any other units. But if he survives, let's say, without a weapon, he survives 30 seconds. With weapon, he survives 45 seconds. That is a huge, okay? That's like 50% survival increase. And obviously, I'm gonna also do a fight duration, because if the fight finishes at 30 seconds now and then at 1 minute 30, this is huge. Nari, let's see. Okay, let's transition back to the game. Let me just see that, because obviously this is important for you guys too. And I'm not Dragon Mutare player. This icon has been copied from Sven's icon due to an error, and this is what Absolute Defense, this is what he's been running on it. Let's see, where is the Black Dragon? Okay, it's here. So let's see, Awakenings. Is that what you will guys run, or is it outdated? Just tell me the best Awakenings on him. Does that sound right, or you would change anything? And if you would, just tell me why, because I don't play Dragon Mutare. So which one of these two would you take? Okay, so that basically 2 up to 4, but he stacks that faster, so yes, see, I don't play Dragon Mutare, but since the fight takes only 40 seconds, this might be actually better. But Ivica will take left. I will keep right. See, if the fight was longer than a minute, I will take left, okay? Because you can have 1 stack up to 6. So the longer the fight, the better he becomes. But since the fight is so short, I will go with that. and I don't play him, but this is what I would do. Okay, so the second one is restores additional 2 HP when hit by a crit hit. When taking single damage, the Black Dragon will be immune to damage. Okay, so that's good, I believe. Yes, so obviously this weapon will show us if it's worth switching. We will see these stats going forward. Okay, and yeah, so let's keep it that way. So let me redo that fight. And for those of you who are new to this test, if I run the same composition without casting any spells manually or changing the position of the units, the result will be always the same. Obviously, when you upgrade the weapon, you change the seed a little bit. So this is why some of these results will look a little bit different. They will be like out of the place. But then I'll do another test and we'll be able to compare these two results and decide which one actually gives the true value. Okay, so you can see the game. Good, so this is at 0-0. Okay, so what I'm looking for is I want damage. Okay, so yeah, he's done 25 million damage before he died. Okay, 007 985. All the data that I'm taking can be found on my Discord. Okay, I have a special channel for it and I just post screenshot of it and you can guys take a look into it. If I got time, I'll try to also do a short summary videos of the stream, but forgive me, but I don't really have that much time right now with college and stuff. This is why I actually like playing this game, because this game doesn't require too much it doesn't require too much time consumption at the moment. Okay, so damage taken, that's 208 million. 057 487, and he survived 30 seconds. The fight duration was 49. Okay, so that's at 0-0. We're gonna go to a level 100 weapon, which will increase his stats. So when it comes to defensive unit stats and the tests I've done so far, the stats are not the most important because the HP that you get is basically minimum. If you're running a damage dealing unit like Naga, getting Naga weapon to 100 level is much more important than getting Black Dragons, for example, or any other defensive unit, because the HP stat is really minimal. Well, Black Dragon is an exception to that, I believe, because he also deals a lot of damage when he's got time to do it. Okay, so as you can see, 7,000 attack increase, 146,000 HP, and he's got quite a lot of attack percentages and some unit damage reduction. So this in theory should be a good buff. So obviously when you change the stats, it's gonna change a little bit as well. So let's see this fight. Okay, so it's the same fight. The Black Dragon is stronger now. So let's see what does it change. Okay, so you don't have any Void Mithril, you run Black Dragon, and obviously there's no new skills, so I'm just gonna speed it up. Okay, so this is what I said, RNG changes, and the fight is actually shorter, which tells you, oh, Black Dragon didn't do so much, but his stats were basically the same. Okay, so getting that to my Venom Spawn is 6 stars, sometimes out that damage. Yes, Venom Spawn is great. This is why I also bought him. Okay, during my initial test, Venom Spawn didn't perform, but I'm putting it wrong. Venom Spawn performed, but Xeron formation did not, and the problem is Devil. Devil currently has no impact. Okay, so as you can see, he's out damaging Red Dragon now when it comes to true damage. Okay, he's also taken more damage, 40 5 million more damage, which is like 20% more. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so even though the fight finished earlier due to other circumstances, Black Dragon's stats improved, and this should not change his defense because we didn't upgrade any defensive stats, but just for the sake of someone asking me, let's do the stats. Okay, yeah, so 4 or 3. Okay, that's fine. What if they will add taunt in the game? That will be an amazing mechanic, and I wonder why it's not been added yet. Like for a certain amount of time, everyone focuses on tank, which, well, it is happening, let's be honest. It's happening, just skills that deal damage to the units behind, but, you know, even if you can taunt, imagine taunting some unit skill that is destroying the backline, that would be good. You have about 2 million more HP. Okay, so let's awaken the weapon, but before we do that, let's read the description. So, Shelter of Dragons. When Black Dragon HP is less than 75, 50 or 25%, the Black Dragon gives a shield equal to 15% of its max HP to all friendly defense dragon units. Dragon Turtle, Black Dragon King. Okay, so obviously we won't be able to test that because we don't run Dragon Turtle, but this is not what I want to test anyway on the battlefield. And so basically he's gonna give himself a shield, so that's good. This is what we'll be able to test. And offers a shield equal to 30% of max HP to all friendly, not defensive dragon units. So this is going to boost the survival of Red Dragon, which is in a bad state currently. When he was released, he was great. Right now, okay. So the shield works through the entire battle and can be stacked. Okay, so you can have 3 shields. So that is quite good. The Black Dragon shield cannot be dispelled, which is a very good thing. Offers spells immunity for 3 seconds when a shield is present. So 3 seconds spell immunity for all units affected by the shield because Black Dragon is already immune. Okay, so in theory, this sounds amazing. And to do that, I'll need to test that. I'll need to run this same fight a couple times to actually see the effect. Okay, see that Red Dragon is immune. And before we do that, because I always forget it, guys, this is how it looks when he gets his weapon. So he changes the apparition. Obviously, there's a problem with the skins. There's no new skin, but the apparition has changed. Okay, so he awakened the weapon. Let's see how much of a boost in this scenario. Obviously, let's just see the stat if it actually changed before I go further. Nope, still nothing changed. Okay, so it looks cool in my opinion. Yes, Adrian, that works too if you run in Hydra, so you might find a use in Tazar formation. Okay, so okay, I need to know if I actually turn off all this stuff. Shelter of Dragons, so we saw that, we see that shield here. Okay, shield on him. All non-defensive. Why are they getting shields? Or is it, that's actually Judicator's shield. Sorry guys, a little bit excited there. So Black Dragon dies. Okay, so this is about the time that Black Dragon dies. Okay, 230 was the previous fight duration. Okay, he died almost same time. Yeah, there was a shield. There is a shield on Red Dragon. Sadly, I can't like zoom out on one unit. This is sad. Yeah, so he died at the same time, 30 seconds. So keep in mind, guys, this is a test server. Some things might not be working. So we awaken and nothing really changes. Okay, in that scenario, but it looks very similar. Okay, so I'm gonna write that down, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast a spell to change the seed during the same fight. So for those of you who don't know, this will be something, this will change the entire fight. Okay, he still survived 30 and the fight was only 46. And he's done damage. Okay, so he's doing more damage. That's for sure. But he dies almost the same. He's taken more damage as well, so yeah. Yeah, Naga, this is the problem with Naga. Okay, so while these numbers will not be maybe not too impactful to big, we'll be able to see a percentage increase. So for example, let me just quickly transition to that spreadsheet. Okay, so when it comes to the damage, that alone here is a 20% increase of the damage taken, which means he is more tanky. Okay, so he's taking much more damage than that because his HP is much higher. When we compare these two numbers, that is 1/3, which is a 33% damage increase, true damage increase. So that is quite a lot, guys. Okay, so this is what we're looking. We're not looking for the raw numbers. We're looking for the percentage increase. This is how you measure impact. Okay, so as I said before, let's just jump back into the game. What I'm gonna do now is gonna actually change the seed. Okay, so it will be the same fight, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast one spell manually in a random location, and this is gonna change the fight entirely. So we're gonna have that first, goes here, and let's watch it again. Let's see what changes. Okay, so obviously Naga is still doing a lot of damage. And this is not a casted emblems Naga, just a maxed out weapon with Darkness Embrace emblems. So similar time when it comes to the death, the first death and revival. Then another should happen at 2:30. Yep. Unless I casted the way AI would cast, and the fight is the same. No, as you can see, a different scenario. Okay, so 52 seconds is the 46, but so far Black Dragon's stats looks basically the same. Okay, he's died a second earlier, but he's taken a 30 million damage more in that time. The damage looks pretty much the same. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go with yeah. So this is another thing that it's hard to actually test, but you can see it during the test, is other units get affected by that as well. So does it solve Red Dragon's survival problem so far? Yes, I would say yes. Okay, so let's rank up a first star. When the Black Dragon is on the battlefield, it increases units damage and unit damage reduction for friendly dungeon units by 15%. So that's quite huge. 15% damage reduction. And unit damage, so something worth taken. But let's see how it presents in this scenario. Yeah. And this is a similar thing that I was running when I was testing Magic Airship. I want to see if it's worth spending that kind of amount of mithril for a unit. Because if you actually saw my video, I would not advise anyone to go for Magic Airship weapon unless you're whaling and you can get it to 6-star, because the impact. Okay, so as you can see, Black Dragon survived and Naga is dead. So That is interesting. Can Titan destroy the enemy team? Yes, exactly. So this is what I'm trying to test. The biggest impact. So getting that weapon to 1-star awaken, and the tide of the fight changes dramatically. Right, so obviously now the damage charts and the stats chart will make no point at all, okay? But I'm still gonna take that data for myself because I like it, yeah? So the damage of the Black Dragon dropped because the fight, well, he didn't have that many units to kill because he killed Naga, so if there's less melee units, the less damage he does. He did take about the same amount of damage as he's done previously, and the reason for that is because Naga died and there was no strong damage dealer left except for. So, see, with Naga, you need 6-star weapon to make such a big impact. But with that fella, a 1-star weapon, and he is bringing a lot to the team. Okay, his personal stats. Oh, sorry, 42, and the fight duration was 110. And dungeon wins. Okay, so this is what I need to note. Yeah, so he will. So that's a great thing. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight that as a game changing. So I'm just gonna give it another color. Yellow is good. Okay. So yeah, obviously you can't see what I'm doing in the spreadsheet yet, but I'm gonna show you guys everything once done. Medusa has a maxed out weapon and Darkness Embrace emblems in this scenario. I like to have one unit with Darkness Embrace emblems on each formation I run because I believe this is good. Yes, Adrian, I agree with you. Sadly, I'm the Astral player here, so maybe, yeah, maybe lifesteal emblems or something. Okay, so 1-star really makes a difference. Okay, it turns the tides of the battle completely. Okay, so increase Black Dragon tenacity by 200 and basic HP by 50,000. Okay, this number, look guys, this is this is bad unless its scale is great. But let's see. Okay, so defense is still the same. Tenacity 279. Okay, so let's note 279. 279 tenacity, and let's see that HP. Okay, so basic. So this is 50,000 increase, but we're not gonna do that. Okay, I don't care about basic one. I want to see all these calculations after. Yeah, so it's 12% boost as Andy says. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the whole number, which is 135255575, and we'll see if it's actually going to be 12% increase, because all these calculations, they are so weird. Okay, and if you want to do that, if you want to go into that, you should talk to Storm because he's into all that stuff. Okay, so let's do that. So more tenacity, so less crits, which is currently probably the best stats. So 478, yeah, that makes sense. And the HP increased, I would say, yeah, 12%. Well, maybe more like 10. Yeah, so basic went up. Yeah, so a little bit more than 10%. So it's not bad. Okay, so let's do that HP here. 14996163. Yes, almost there, 12%. So this is why I like having people who actually are good in math and who can do these things for me, so I don't need to like go off-side track during the stream. Okay, so yeah, let's go. This is a 2-star weapon. Yeah, so it seems like hello Spicy. Let's welcome Spicy to the test. It seems like so far 2 of us have the same result. I believe Spicy, you said that Sven had different result during his test. So as you can see, guys, this looks a little bit different. But so far it's 2-1. So 1 star is probably worth it. And so far, guys, the biggest impact. Okay, so Black Dragon should survive longer this round. So obviously we saw how the fight looks. Naga should be dying very soon. But obviously seed changes a little bit too, yeah? Keep that in mind. So Magic Airships has died first this time around. Naga kills Black Dragon. Naga kills Manticore. Naga kills Black Dragon again. So for some of you this might look like, oh, it's not worth upgrading it after 1 star. It's not the case, guys. It's just RNG, and this is what happens. Yeah, so let's see. So Black Dragon survived only 32 seconds because obviously Naga was alive. The damage he's done was really low compared to all the times. Yeah, it's the lowest damage he's done so far in this scenario. Oh, sorry Hadris, I made an announcement last week that I'm moving the stream a little bit earlier due to my college being so early. That is also true. Less healing, less survival, so good point from Adrian. Okay, so yeah, barely any damage done. So for yes, so this is probably why you don't want legals on your Black Dragon as well. Okay, and the damage taken, it's about the same. And the fight duration was 50 seconds. Okay, so this time around, dungeon loose. Okay, I'm slowly filling in that data, so this is why it takes so long, guys. But I need that. I need to like have a reminder of what I've done, stuff like that. Okay, so it's mostly my bad because I thought 20 minutes, but it seems it was 1930. Yes, it was 1913. Harvey's my test with 2 weapons, but then no longer died and did the whole fight. So as you can see, another different result during the test. Spicy Pools has it different. So what it's saying us is there's a lot of RNG involved, and while it seems like increasing the weapon level is bad, it's really not. RNG is RNG, and yeah. So basically keep that in mind, guys. Okay, it looks like, oh, it's not worth going for 2 stars. It is worth it. Okay, every weapon level gives something, but what we are looking for is these breakpoints. Like 1 star really broke the game in this scenario. Okay, Black Dragon made an impact here. Okay, so let's go with a 3 star. So it's going to be a skill. Okay, so Magic Dragon Breath. The Black Dragon causes damage equal to 150% of its attack to all hostile units in front of it within a low range every 15 seconds. So every skill like that has a initial cooldown of 5 seconds. So the first one should start at 2:55. The first question was about Abyss Den, a new mod that will be released on Tuesday. The second question will be about Black Dragon. And deals damage equal to 10% of its max HP to the target unit. So a lot of damage potential, and from what I heard, Black Dragon becomes scary, and this is why I also plan to test him with Path of Assassin emblems. Right now I'm running Dragon Kings, but we'll see. Okay. So the first question was guessing game. It wasn't a guessing game, Fiesti. I've done a preview of an Abyss there. A 30-minute preview of what it is about, what resources you can get, and how the bosses work, stuff like that. So if you missed it, you'll need to look back and watch it again. Okay, let's go. Hopefully we will be able to finish Black Dragon by 9 o'clock, so from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock we could test Iron Golem and see actually how much of an impact it does for Astral, for those of you who can't afford Paladin or can't afford even Dragon Golem. Obviously, if you're running Dragon Mutara, you'll be switching the positions of these teams, so yeah. Keep that in mind. I'm not testing Dragon Mutara, I'm testing the weapon of Black Dragon. So again, different RNG, different seed, and we have a different battle result. So it seems like, oh my god, we are increasing the weapon level and the Dragon Mutara's team is just getting worse. It's not, okay guys, it's just the RNG seed. So again, Black Dragon here getting less and less damage done, but it's not that. It's RNG that's stopping us. I'm gonna do something here, okay, because it looks like totally wrong, okay. So what I'm gonna do is once I get these stats, I'm gonna cast a spell manually again, see if it actually brings a change or not. And I forgot to, I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna do that fight in slow motion because I want to see that skill. Because sometimes I forget, and this happened in my streams too. If you watched them before, I forget to actually awaken weapon. They just go straight to the test, and I'm like, what happened here? So he survived 31 seconds. Okay, so let's run that again. Jojimbo, that would be great, but if I do that, it will take so much time. To get all that data, run it random and stuff. It just mean I can test one weapon per week. So basically my idea here is showing you guys how this weapon works, what it does, and obviously there's more people who will test this weapon on live server and they'll have different results. Okay, I'm looking for that skill, yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yes, Ricarani, this is why I don't like to break seeds so many times, because it requires me to run the fight, casting a different spell. The average should obviously be like the best, but I'm not doing like the tests I actually do off the stream where I actually check and stuff like that. When I have time, I do that, and I mentioned that in my videos. But during the stream, I'm running like one. Okay, so as I could see, that skill did not proc that often, obviously 31 seconds, so he can proc that skill 2 times before he dies, so it's not ideal. Obviously, the longer the fight, the more damage he will do. But okay, let's change the seed now. I'm only gonna change seed once. The Kubina reason Naga survives since Bagdan does a lot more damage. Genie focuses on it and keeps her alive, and Naga alive is hard to win. And this is another thing that can have an impact. As Adrian says, basically there's so much RNG and focus, so if Naga is the lowest HP person on the team, she will get focused with heals. As you can see now, Black Dragon died faster. Okay, Mantis die, Black Dragon dies. Okay, so very similar result. and I had a little bit of a lag, so yeah, even faster. Okay, so similar result here. I'm not even gonna get that. Let's go on with the weapon. So too much RNG, but so far weapon is worth it. Okay, at least getting 1 star is really worth it because you just broke the game. Whatever happens after that is RNG based. But 2 people had similar result on 1 star weapon, so it's worth it. And it's not that expensive. Okay, let's go with 4 star. Increase all black dragons. Increases the black dragon's defense by 20 and 300. Okay, so by 20% and 300, or is a missing description. I'm just gonna quickly check. Okay, someone's pinging me on Discord, guys. I don't read Discord during the streams, but what I'm gonna do is I want to check the game updates. I want to check the post by Jane. Is it going to be? Yes. So and 300. So basically, it's gonna increase the death by 300 and then 20%. Is that how you guys understand that? So what we have here is we have 4033. Okay, so if someone can do math before I actually update that, so let's add 20% to that and then add 300 and do it otherwise. Add 300 and then 20% increase. So who's good in math and can do that? So 20% that will be one fifth of that, which is like 800. So 4833. I didn't even account that. So if someone can do the correct math, post it in the chat before I actually move on with that. So you can see 2 different values. So first add 20% and then 300, and then add 320%. Should put some light on and just do it myself. Okay, so let's see, 5100. Let's go. Let's do that. So 4 star awaken, he is getting stronger. Okay, this fixes his defense problems. It's at 5117. So Ivica is very close. Okay, so basically that works. So that's an increase of 1,000, over 1,000 defense. Okay, so that is big. Let's see how it plays out in this scenario. Let's see what we can get here. Yeah, so 1/4 increase at least. Yes. Pesky naga. So very similar results on both scenarios, and as you can see, both of the ones that Adrian gave us are wrong, and let's see how it plays out. So he survived much longer before he got resurrected. Well, not much, okay, but it's a difference. Yeah, you can spot the difference here. He's still about to die, okay, so yes, Adrian, so this is another thing that I can thank Naopak for. Basically, if you don't run an offensive war machine, your magic airship will always focus a right unit. If you run, let's say, dragon or battalion ram, your magic airship will cast his ultimate on one of those, basically wasting it. This is why if you run an Astral, you should not be running any war machines. Well, not the offensive war machines, the first slot war machines, let's call it that. Okay, yeah, and Scroll, this is why if you watch my streams, I don't usually play with Naga, but I was expecting Black Dragon to survive. I was expecting him to put up a fight like he did in a 1-star Awakened Weapon. This is what I was expecting when I was preparing this scenario. But Naga is just too strong. But if I didn't put Naga in this team, Dragon Mutare will just demolish Astral in about 20 seconds, and it will be so much harder to see these breakpoints, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but the thing is, he's doing less damage when he dies. He dies at almost same time, but his damage just goes down. Just jump to the 6-star weapon. No, yeah, at least I know people are excited to see that, but I need to collect my data. Okay, he's done like no true damage at all here. Just getting my data and then I'll do that, and after that I'll test emblems as well. If you guys have an idea what emblem besides Dragon King and Puff Assassin is worth checking, please share. I'll test them as well. This is my backline to fight against now too. When I got my digital 6-star, but all the death seems to be almost nothing gets strong casted. This made a big oopsie when they made the game so burst emo. That is my feeling as well, FST. I don't like burst games. I like games where there's like, you can think of ways to counter legal principles. Okay, and yeah, and it's basically kill or get killed. Okay, so that was a 4-star weapon, which in theory should really boost the survival bar, as you can see. One second, guys. Just got a message from Telvin I had to answer. Okay, so 5-star weapon, let's go with it. I always think it's a caster. Okay, so where are we? 5-star weapon. Let's read it. Guaranteed to trigger Magic Dragon Rage when a friendly unit is down. Okay, in this scenario, it's usually Manticore after he gets resurrected. The effect is the same as Magic Dragon Breath. In addition, it increases its own unit damage by 5% up to 50, lasting through the entire battle. It cannot be dispelled, and it also applies Dragon Fire to all friendly units. Dragon Fire increases unit damage and attack by 20 for ranged and caster units, increases charges unit attack speed by 10 and crit hit by 200, and offensive units decreases death and attack speed of nearby hostile units by 10%, increases defensive unit death by 10 and unit damage by 20. Dragon Fire burns for 5 seconds and cannot be dispelled up to 10 stacks. Quite interesting. Yes, exactly, like Rikarani said, big buff when Manticore dies. Okay, let's go. There's a top prior response with legal response. Okay, let's roll with it. See, 10 seconds extra survival against Naga is going to be a lot. It's 30% survival rating, so hopefully it is. Let's see. See, that's the thing. So this is why I wanted to talk about what makes Black Dragon strong at the beginning of the stream. So he does quite a lot of damage, but he lacks defense. This weapon is supposed to boost his defense, but he's still better as an off tank. See, when he gets his buff stack, he's very hard to kill. So running Dragon Mutara with 3 tanks is still probably a good choice. So as you can see, has a little bit of a change. Again, the result is very similar. But if I do that, that will just change the whole outcome of this test. That at least do some. Yes, Red Dragon is a different story. It's in a really bad state at the moment. It still does a little bit of damage. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. Okay, so a much better result. So while he still didn't do much damage, it really changed the outcome of the game. So the fight was almost 81 seconds, so that's a 30 seconds increase, so that's like almost 35% basically. So it's good. Okay, 5-star is also good. the damage of Black Dragon. I know some people run these tests and they had Black Dragon damage so high. Okay, it might be high in a different scenario. Okay, maybe not against Naga, where Naga just demolishes him. So if you play a different scenario against different hero, your Black Dragon damage might be somewhere here, okay? But against Astral, okay, this is what we do, okay? We are playing against Astral now. So these damage charts will be a little bit different than against other units. And Spicy said he didn't test it with Judy. He tested it in a different setup, so these results will also be different from me and him, which is quite good because if he tested it in a different setup, we can actually compare. Like we'll see different things. From what he's been saying at the moment is 1-star was also a big break point for him. However, in my scenario, all others are not the greatest, and in his scenario, it was actually quite good. So good we have more people than just me testing stuff, because obviously I test one scenario and everyone plays their own game. Basically, everyone has a different server with different heroes, different enemies, stuff like that. Even the difference of one artifact makes a difference. Guess most came here to see the performance against Naga. Big question. Yes, so let's see a 6-star weapon. Just for you guys, all these emblems that I'm running are +0. Okay, I didn't cast any emblems. If I casted Naga's emblem, that would be just 2 OP. If I casted Evil Sorcerer's emblems, this will be OP as well. I'm not here to test who's better, dungeon or tower. I'm here to test how Black Dragon weapons perform, what it actually does. And obviously you guys will be running your own test on live server. And if you're running dungeon and you can't afford it, obviously you will want that. Scrotum, keep that in mind. I want to test it against Tazar as well, because as we know, Tazar demolishes Dragon Mutar at the moment. Let's see if he passes the Naga test. Okay, so I awaken it to 6-star, and whenever Black Dragon scale is triggered, the Black Dragon becomes immune to all kinds of unit damage for 1 second. Okay, this looks amazing. Immunity for 1 second. Let's see that in action. And whoever said Scrotum, okay, will prepare this test against Tazar as well. Okay, so he's healing, okay, he's doing well, and now Naga obviously goes all in. He dies, goes back on. Manticore should die, hopefully she dies. Yes, so that's going to be a big boost to dungeon now. By another Naga sword, and Black Dragon is down. Okay, so the problem in this scenario is basically Naga's burst. She's just demolishing everything. And if you watched the faction wars, you could see that Naga alone won against castle, the whole castle basically. So 43 seconds, that's how long he survived. And the fight was 61, so less than previously, okay? But as I said, it's too much, just too much RNG, guys. Don't get like discouraged. I believe this weapon is really good, especially something happened at 1-star awaken that we couldn't replicate further on, okay? The 1-star awaken was just the turning point. So I don't know what happens next, because obviously this is test server and stuff. See, some stuff might not be working, okay? We obviously see stats increase and stuff like that, but there might be bugs like, oh, we can't even see something like that. And keep in mind that even when oh, hold on, his damage went up a lot this time. It's 46 million. 699,911. Okay, so that's good. Obviously true damage is, yeah, so in that particular scenario his damage went up a lot. And also he's taken more damage as well. Can we discuss 2 stars? Yes, Spicy. What do you want to know about 2 stars? What happened on your 2 stars compared to mine 2 star? Because obviously you ran it against different formations. So at 2 star, let's see, everything went down at 2 star and the fight basically get back to normal. So let's see what 2 stars actually does. So his tenacity, I believe that was the problem with that 2 star. Okay, as you can see at 2 stars he's got tenacity increased by 200, which means he's taking less crits, which also means he's healing less. So tenacity for Black Dragon is not the best stat. Okay, so that was basically Black Dragon with Dragon King's emblems. Yeah, let's put Path of Assassin. Yes, Adrian, that is correct. This is why I like to have my the viewers that are watching my streams, because they know how it looks. Okay, it doesn't matter. Probably this weapon will be OP as hell on production server. Gear of Time. Okay, so let's see that difference. Just gonna speed the fight. Okay, so it's same seed, just a different emblem. So he is going to do much more damage, but his defense will be even lower. But does it really matter? Look at that. So yeah, obviously the damage stat will not matter because the fight was so long, but performs doesn't mean yes, I will do that eventually. Let me just get the stats, but doesn't mean he's actually better off with that. Hold on. Yes, so we're gonna run that again because obviously this changes the seed and randomize the fight a little bit as well. So let me just get back to that. Just getting this data. And we can see what happened with Naga. Naga died in 21 seconds. And he survived 151. The fight lasted 151. Okay, so he survives the whole battle. Okay, when we put Path of Assassin here. So maybe the thing is exactly Naga dies, Astral loses, so that damage increase. It doesn't mean before you change Astral. Can you try something? I will, Spicy. Just remind me when I say I'm gonna change Astral into Tazar. Okay. Okay, so I believe that was some fire breath that took Naga's HP so low. I think that was that 3-star skill. Sadly, we can't see the damage of the new skills that get unlocked. Okay, so we got it. Naga's dead, Astral's dead. Okay, so Gear of Times and Legals. As people said, I don't believe Legals is the right choice because Tenacity is not the greatest stat on Black Dragon. But I'm gonna run it for you, Morkoi, as well. It only takes a couple seconds. Obviously, these emblems, they won't have perfect stats, guys. Keep that in mind. I'm just doing a quick inlay because we don't have time to go through everything yet. Gorax, please change Trinity out for mine or Harpy and Trog. I'll do that, Spicy. Let me just test 2 more emblems. Oh, it also gives 10%. Okay, that's true. So let me just do 2 emblems quickly, then I'm gonna do Spices, Minor, Harpy, and Trog. So that'll be a full dungeon run against that Astral. And after that, I'm gonna put Trinity Dragon Mutare against Trinity Tazar. Okay, so as you can see again, different RNG, different emblem basically, and Dragon Mutare wins. Naga dies again, 27 seconds, sorry, 1 star. It's hard to tell now, Pack, which emblem is bad, but I'm gonna put Dragon Kings again at the end. It should be the same, but we'll see. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get this damage. 8, 70, 832. So what I think you want from Black Dragon is a little bit more damage, so he can kill. He can do more damage. But see, with Gear of Time, he's taken much more time than previously. He was able to soak almost 70% extra damage compared to the other emblems. Compared to Path of Assassin especially. But the KB actually wasn't bad compared when we actually take time to consideration. Okay, so next one, Legals. I was FK a bit, Gorax. What emblems would you say are best for Venom's Paw? Must have missed your answer. Sorry. Oh, Krzysiek, I didn't see that. Maybe I'll do. Hold on. All messages are visible. Okay, I'll do that. I'm not sure on the emblems on Venom's Paw yet. I still have to do tests for him. Okay, the KB shines against stun teams. Let's go with Legals, and then I'll do Spices. Spicy pools, request, guys. Okay, so that should be 6 bonus. I like 6 set bonuses. They're quite good and useful. Yeah, I've been told Everlasting for Venom's Pawn as well. I haven't done my tests yet. I just don't have time. What I wanted to do is basically I wanted to run each unit using each emblem and perform the test, but after I've done it with defensive units, I was exhausted and I never had a chance to actually come back to it. Yeah, I'll try DKB again. As you can see, so far only DKB did not perform. So maybe that wasn't the greatest choice that I've done tests with that. But obviously if I've done tests without emblems against Naga, these fights will take a couple seconds. Right, so I got couple Dragon Mutare. Well, basically I have all Dragon Mutares on my server. There's only like 2 Astrals left. Yeah, that is also a good point. If you chat, I'm using random emblems, guys. I'm not choosing the right stats on the emblem, so they might be a little bit different. But let's run DKB. Yes, legals are the best so far. The fight was the shortest, and this is what you want. So yeah. Once we upgraded the weapon, tenacity seemed like a bad choice, because he's healing less from crits, but so far the quickest fight. Okay, let's get DKB again. Last emblem I'm testing, guys. We are already running late on the schedule, but I can stay a little bit longer. Doesn't bother me, and this is why I also moved the time so I can actually do some tests, some more extensive tests. It should make a difference since they are not casted. Yeah, so Naga dies again. Okay, so it's another seed. So probably different DKB get put on. So DKB outperforms any other emblem if the seed is changed. So far the shortest fight. So I'm gonna put that update at 22 million. He soaked. Oops, no, yeah, excellent face, exactly. That's RNG basically, guys. Yeah, Naga died in 21. Yeah. Okay, so Spicy Poo wanted me to test that. Let's keep that DKB. Okay, so let's take Trinity out. Okay, so basically no Judy. No Judy means less survival, but let's see. Okay, we're gonna use Troglodytes, guys. Against Naga. Okay, so last thing, guys, let's put Tazar. Yeah, well, Trinity currently is OP. Trinity is being used in every formation, and obviously you won't have Trinity on your 3 teams, so you need to decide where you're gonna drop it. And Astral is a burst team. Okay, so that's it. That is that. Let's put Tazar. Okay, obviously Tazar has so many choices, guys. I'll need your guidance. I know I've just done Tazar test, okay, but what I run on Tazar, what I would run on Tazar is basically this, maybe these 3 units. I'm not certain about the Wasp, okay. So obviously I will run Holy Trinity as well. Yeah, that's important. And what would you guys put here as a last unit? Yeah, so that Holy Trinity, and I know people run Troll. No, Hadris. Dragon Golem is mandatory in that team. I can put a third tank, but then I'll need a free third line. But this is what Tazar players are actually playing. Yeah, Dragon Golem is mandatory, I believe. But okay, let's not make it too OP. If I put Troll, that will be too OP. But let's put something like a serpent, or I can even do 3 tanks, yeah, something like that. That's what I like about Tazar. Tazar has so many choices. Okay, so many good choices, guys, and that's interesting. Obviously, I need to change what I always forget to change, which is domains. Okay, let's run it. So obviously, uh, if you're seeing that or you're playing against Tazar on your server and you Dragon Mutare main, Tazar destroys Dragon Mutare on live server right now. Okay, I know what's happening. Let's forget that, okay? Let's forget that result. It's not important because obviously I only prepared a couple units with emblems. So yeah, there's a. Let me just do that because obviously, as you can see, that's a tiger without the right emblems. And what did I have there? I had Holy Trinity. Yeah, so I don't need to put any more emblems. So yeah, let's forget about the result that we just had. So obviously it wasn't on a fair ground. Now it's going to be a little bit fair. Let's do that, and then we're gonna move to Iron Golem. Hopefully I'll do that quick. And Iron Golem will be playing against Dragon Mutare as well, but yeah. It will play against Dragon Mutare without Black Dragon. Because the Black Dragon setup currently is just too strong and it will give me false results. So I'll be curious, obviously, when you set up Tazar team properly, Tazar demolishes Dragon Mutare. So I will be looking closely to what's happening on live servers on Tuesday, and I believe there's yeah, basically Hydra dies because of Black Dragon AoE. So I want to see that on Tuesday. Okay, I'll be looking for that because obviously on test server I won't be able to see the correct result. Okay, like I left the chat, but yeah, we'll see that. Okay, guys, so that concludes the Black Dragon test. We're gonna move to another test, but before we do that, let's start with a raffle. Okay, let's start with a question. There's going to be a question about Black Dragon. So the question is gonna pop on your screen in 5 seconds. The only thing I need from you is a correct answer, A, B, C, or D. You don't need to type the answer, you just need to post A, B, C, or D, whichever you think is the correct. And afterwards, I'll need your user ID, which you can find. If you're a winner, obviously there will be 2 winners. If you're a winner, I'll need your user ID from here and the server you're playing on. Yeah, so as Spicy says, very different results from 2 different players. Okay, so as you can see, guys, it all depends who you're playing, what you're playing, and what you're playing with. Okay, so this game has so much RNG that for 10 players you can have 10 different results. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna count to 5. Prepare, get ready for the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, Adrian, there will be one more question. Okay guys, let's see the correct answer. So the correct answer is B. He is a defensive unit. Let's see who was first. The first two were Hadris and Naupak. Okay guys, congratulations. I believe I got your data, so I'm just gonna copy it so you don't need to give me anything. Yes, just to confirm, Hadris, you're from EU72 server. And Naopak, you are from EU5 server, right? So that's our 3 winners. There's 2 more prizes to be won. Let's jump into the game. Where is it? Okay. So, right. Okay, so what I'm gonna test now is I'm gonna test Iron Golem Weapon, and I'll be actually testing similar stats that I was testing with Black Dragon as well, because both of them are defensive units. And what I've done, and I'm gonna show you that in a second. Obviously, this is just a killer. I don't like running. I love Naga, but I don't like running her because she just kills us. Gorax, can you test Gold Golem in a mirror match? Just switch Golem for Pali. The way we'll see can go replace Pali. Okay, that's interesting idea. I didn't think about that. I'll do that, Vicha. Okay, I'll do that request for you. Okay, so I'm gonna change that completely. Okay, that fight might be a little bit longer than I anticipated, but it's actually a good idea. So yeah, if you're running Astral, you want to see if you can replace Pali with that, okay, with the weapon, because obviously okay, so this is what I will be running then, an angel. So it is not going to be Holy Trinity. This will tell us more than anything. Okay, that's a good idea, and I like it. I'll do that. I might do that as well. Just okay, let's just change that. So we got that. Okay, so instead of me changing Pali here, okay, so that's what's happening here. That will be with paladin. Okay, that sounds like a plan. Save Pali to the other team also. Okay, so basically, is it a mirror? No, it's not. Okay, so we got top line, bottom line, bottom line. I can okay, yeah, the power difference is there obviously because of that. Try identical setups, one with DM, other with Astral. You might just be surprised. Novatic, I know what you mean. I've done it before. See, if you watched my my faction wars, you could see Cove against Fortress, and both of them used Tazar and Cove Tazar 1. So yeah, it's crazy, but during that test, obviously, we are trying to, like Vicha said, we are trying to decide if fully weaponized Golem is worth replacing Paladin. Okay, guys, so did I put emblems on him? I believe I did. Okay, good. So all of these units have emblems, so that will be fun. Let's go. But before we go, I forgot, guys. What do you think about Black Dragon Weapon? How do you rank it? Because I believe it's a very good weapon. Okay, it didn't show during that test, but when we get it to 1 star awaken, something happened and Dragon Mutare started winning. Obviously, RNG being RNG, some crazy things happened later on. Just it didn't go as it should. But when we changed emblems, Dragon Mutare started winning again. So it was back on the track. Okay, so it's like something weird happened, and this is why it's so hard to test it on practice grants instead of something else. But I believe it's worth of investment if you're playing Dragon Mutare, obviously. If you can't afford 6-star, 1 star seems to be it. Okay, 1 star seems to be like the breaking point. Okay, now let's get some data, let's get some stats. Let's see which team is better. Okay, so nothing interesting here. Just getting a raw data. I hope the fight will actually finish. Yeah, so no, it's not gonna work, guys. We need the fight to finish because it's a draw. I think I need to take Judy out of the equation. Even Genie. Let's try with Genie. One of the teams has to lose. Preferably the team with Gold Golem has to lose, so we can see how much of a difference this makes. Okay, good. Okay, I'm happy about that. What about you guys? Oops, related. Okay, so yeah. So the damage done. Actually gonna. Yeah, actually no. He does a lot of damage. Well, he should do a lot of damage with his weapon because his weapon is supposed to bring a lot of damage. So let's keep that in check as well. True damage, so obviously he's the bottom, just like Paladin. Well, Paladin brings a lot of utility. 137,000. Okay, that is low, guys. Damage taken. Okay, well, quite a lot of damage taken, obviously, because the fight is so long. He survived 105 seconds, which is more than Dragon Golem, and the fight duration was 130. Okay, so that's without any investment in the weapon. Let's invest into the weapon now. We're just gonna bring stats up. As I said before, for the defensive units that are not so good, but obviously here. Okay. Obviously, I'll test different emblems at the end as well, so don't worry about me using Gear of Times now. I just wanted to put like easy emblems, so basically when there was a 6 set available, I just put 6 sets. Okay, maxed out weapon when it comes to stats. Let's run the battle. Okay, the fight is finished. I was reading a little bit of messages in the meantime. Okay, so 100 Let's see, just a little bit more damage. He survived less. That's good. Okay, so that means his stats are working. If he survived less and does more damage and takes more damage, that means it's good, and it's a boost. So damage taken. Oh, I just don't like his on the bottom. 343. Okay, so that's a 10% damage taken increase. He only survived 100 seconds. And the fight duration was still the same, 113. Okay, let's see what this weapon does at awakening, because I believe when I read the description first, obviously it took me so much time to be able to test it because of the different things like test server not working and stuff like that. Okay, I was really interested about that in PvE modes, because obviously I run paladin, so there's no much space. Yeah, that's actually good as well, because I don't want that golem to die too fast as well. If I pair him against naga, this fight will be like 20 seconds, and it's hard to see breakpoints at 20-second scenarios. Okay, so upgrade module. Iron Golem activates the upgrade module hidden within it, increasing soul defense by 10%, unit damage reduction by 10%, and attack speed by 30% for 10 seconds. Okay, so that is interesting. Attack speed, that's good as well. So he's going to be punching these enemy units. Okay, let's see that in action. So basically, yeah, as you said, he's got like no real opponents here. I might have added one extra damage dealer there, like gargoyle or something. That's okay. Okay, I'm just looking for that skill. It's hard to tell. Or protection. Okay, that was there. Let's speed it up. It's gonna take too long if we just keep it going like that. Okay, so his damage is constantly going up, and okay, so that's quite interesting, guys. Let's just get the stats first, and then I'll tell you what happened here. So you can see he's died much faster. Yeah, he only was alive for 83 seconds. Okay, but this is something interesting happened, but this is not a stat we're looking in a tank. Okay, so basically he's done pretty much even more damage than he's done previously, and he was living for 20 seconds less. That tells you he's actually doing this 30% attack speed actually boosted his damage quite a lot, and the total damage he's taken in 83 seconds is very similar to the one he's taken in 100 seconds. However, as it's been mentioned, he's not taking naga damage. Okay, so he's taking naga damage after Dragon Golem dies. Dragon Golem has fallen at 71 seconds this time around. But when I read the descriptions, I was like really looking forward to it, because it's not expensive to actually get this shield going. Obviously, there's a couple different options to get, but yeah. Increase Iron Golem's HP by 20% and death buff by 15. Okay, so we're boosting defense. This is good. This is what we want in defensive unit. I don't want a defensive unit having useless weapon awakenings like support units, where they actually increase the damage. Okay, that's what happens. That's why I really don't like magic airship weapon, because it does not provide me with anything unless it's a 6-star, and 6-star is quite expensive for my liking. Okay, so good. Again, the fight is lost. I think we checked and it was Oh, actually, I don't have it. It was 5,000 something. I'm gonna check it again, Adrian. Just let me get these stats, and I'll check that for you. So yeah, we go with Golem again. Damage increase. Sadly, that's not what we're looking for. It's still on the bottom. So even though his damage is going up, it's still low. As you can see, the true damage is just... it's not what we are looking for, okay? We are looking for him surviving, looking for him to change in the outcome of the fight a little bit. This is what tanks do. Okay, he survived 91 seconds, so that is an increase. So far there's no weird things happening. Fight lasted 102, and let's just get Adrian's answer. So units, defensive, Black Dragon, level 5117, so that was 25% defense increase. So let's compare that 5117 with some unit that has the highest defense. I believe that is Venom Spawn 6168. Okay, so 1,000 less than Venom Spawn. However, he's got much more HP. Okay, let's go with Gold Golem again. Exclusive, let's go to 2-star. So 2-star increases Iron Golem tenacity by 300, and when upgrade model is cast, tenacity bonus is doubled, so 3 to 600. So that looks like a lot. Just for the comparison, let's check the defense. Okay, so far we got 434 on the Iron Golem. Okay, now pack good catch. Okay, keep an eye on that. Let's see if that changes. There should be a point where he survives more than 12 seconds. Hopefully this is what we're looking for. This scenario. Oh, that's interesting. So something crazy just happened. Okay, so he's almost doing the same damage as Dragon Golem. So this is another thing. Okay, so something crazy happened. But just to confirm that, I'll break the seed to see what has really happened. We're gonna see the fight first. Hold on, 162 true damage. So obviously you guys can analyze all that while I'm just writing down data, so it's nice to read. Okay, so basically his damage, true damage. Okay, obviously it's not what won the fight. Okay, something else just has won the fight, but his damage basically, true damage basically went 4 times more. Okay, so 658, 844. He survived 113, and the fight was 113 seconds. Oops. However, this time around he has won the fight. Okay, so that's interesting. I want to revisit that fight. I want to see what happened, because obviously we're going for defensive stats and somehow we're winning the fight. So at this point, Astral Team with Iron Golem is better, but obviously it's just gonna get back to normal after this fight. So it's all about that. Okay, if that naga dies before that naga, then that's a different story. And I wonder if that's the case or something happens here, because I just saw that unit being very low on HP. Okay. Okay, so that's what happens. This Dragon Golem, this time around, has died much earlier. Okay, let's just change the seed. Let's see if that's like one out of many equations that went different. Okay, let's randomly cast that here. Speed it up. Okay, so different result. So if paladin dies before Iron Golem, it's the same scenario basically. Yeah. Well, obviously this is different, but if paladin dies before Iron Golem in this situation, that tells you that Iron Golem is a better tank, right? Because he didn't die, and it's basically a mirror match. But well, we'll see at the end basically once we max our weapon. And now, okay, now it's going. This is what I thought about is going to be a big boost in PvE. Obviously, I didn't have chance to test it. A 12-second rule. Okay, so still applied. So electromagnetic fist. When Iron Golem attacks, there is a 10% chance of casting electromagnetic fist once dealing damage equal to 200% of own attack to the target unit and decrease the unit damage and unit damage reduction by 10% each for 5 seconds. That's up to 4 times. So my theory here was this has no initial cooldown and no cooldown at all. So if you pair it in a melee ball against bosses and you even use, I don't know, half of assassin or something, this can proc a lot with frenzy on. Okay, obviously this is something I'll need to test off the stream once Dragon Invasion is open, because in theory it looks cool. Well, let's see how much of a change it does in PvP content. Okay, is he going to do more damage than he's doing so at the moment? Because Astral has no speed steroids like Galus Frenzy, which can make it like a killing machine. Again, 200% attack when on the low attack unit is like not the greatest. Okay, so let's see. Last time the magic airship had to use his ultimate on a paladin. What it means now with this skill, it should happen faster. Okay, this is like very close fight between Astrals. Okay, so now it's between Paladin and Dragon Golem. Obviously, with Naga down, this team's going to lose. Let's see if it's 12 seconds rule now, pack. $11. Right, so this path in this scenario did not bring great results. The damage with all that is much lower. Okay, so here we go again. RNG. RNG is breaking the 12 seconds rule here now, pack. 362, 2503, okay, and obviously the true damage really low. Okay, true damage just basically went back, although it should be doing more damage, but with Astral there's nothing that can actually speed his auto attacks and stuff. So yeah. 105 seconds, the fight was 116. Okay, the 100 was bigger and he is lost again. Okay, so in PvP this buff is not the greatest. Okay, let's go with 4-star weapon. Okay, I forgot what it does. Okay, so increase Iron Golem's HP by 8% and death by 4% each time a tower unit is deployed. Okay, so time naga to perform her ultimate must be around 10 seconds. Okay, let's go again. 4 stars. Okay, going again. 115 seconds, not bad. 11 seconds, so practically same. So this buff doesn't change too much in this scenario. Okay, he's done a little bit more damage. So this is what I keep saying. I'm still surprised and sometimes confused with how this RNG really changes the game. So suddenly we upgrade a weapon by 1. Doesn't seem like much, and the game just changes like this is why even if you think you will win, you might still lose. Okay, so how much damage he's taken? Okay, but the good thing is his damage taken is going up, so that means he is able to soak more damage. It's just the burst from naga weapon once the golem, the dragon golem dies is just too much for him. Yeah, numbers barely change when we get this weapon. This is what's important to note here, like Naopak said. So basically these boosts are not too good, or maybe in this scenario they're not reflecting the reality, because we're playing against naga. If you know most of my streams, I don't put naga. Okay, naga is just game breaking unit at the moment, and in faction wars she basically carried tower to victory. Okay. Yeah, let's go 6-star, 5-star first. So when electromagnetic fist, which is a 3-star, is triggered, Iron Golem decreases attack speed of enemy units in a small range by 50% for 2 seconds. Okay, so that's 50% attack speed reduction is huge. Okay, but we'll see how it is in theory, because he has to be able to proc it, and obviously he's playing a game in the line against Angel, who's not like the greatest damage dealer. Okay, so 5-star weapon. Oh. Okay, all depends how long this range is. Okay, so again something happened and we won the fight. So far it's going good. Okay, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. The numbers stay the same, but when there's some weird mechanism happening, the fight goes right in the gold golem's way, which is quite interesting because obviously paladin can be utilized everywhere. So if the right dragon golem died first, that means magic airship from the mirror team used his ultimate on a paladin, which may be for which the reason why might be damage, extra damage from dragon golem. It's still a little low, right? It's very low. Obviously paladin's taking the beating, then there's no ultimate on dragon golem, which makes him die faster. As you can see, there's a lot of different scenarios, because again, okay, so this is what I'll show you guys the spreadsheet at the end, but once this gold golem true damage is above 500,000, astral win, well, the left astral wins. So maybe that little bit damage increase is proccing magic airship ultimate on the wrong target, and this is why this is happened. Put IG and Pala in front of Nagas to see what happens. Now, Pak, let's do that at the end, okay? So we don't change the data numbers, okay? I'm gonna get that to 6-star, and then we can try it through the formations as well to see how long he survives. Because obviously I want the info with literal flow. Okay, so overcharge. There is a 50% chance to receive double the buffs when casting upgrade module and gain shield equal to 15% of all max HP for 10 seconds. Okay, so this shield can be dispelled. It doesn't say it can't, so if it doesn't say it can't be dispelled, it means it can be dispelled. Okay, let's go with that. So this is a maxed out weapon on the Iron Golem. It's quite interesting because out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights, 2 fights were won with this team. Okay, so we saw overcharge there. Second overcharge. Okay, so 50% chance so far. They add basically we've added another RNG to the mix of RNG fest already. Okay, so back on track, the right team wins. When it comes to stats, again, no much change, but that might be just because of the scenario we're testing, and this is why it's going to be a good test if other people test it as well. Let's see the damage. Okay, so as I said before, the damage goes up above 500,000. Seems like the left astral is winning. If it's below, the right astral is winning, and it only happens twice. Okay, but he soaked quite a lot of damage. Obviously, it's only half the damage that Dragon Golem soaked. But if you compare it with Paladin, obviously the Paladin has lived longer here. Where is the Paladin? Okay, he's soaking more damage than the Paladin. Okay, he's soaking more, which tells you he has potential. Okay, he's a cheap option, and I remember I was running Gold Golem for a long time, guys, because I couldn't get Paladin. If you watched my channel for a long while, you'll know that I had hard time getting Paladin, and once I unlocked Paladin, then I got 3 Paladins in a row. Yeah, we'll do that as well now, Pack. Okay, let's do. Let me just finalize this thing, and I'm gonna do what you told me to do first. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace the positions. So we're gonna play both of these units against Naga. So let's see who can survive longer, and then I'm gonna play them against Dragon Mutara team with a Black Dragon. Okay, so Paladin dies first. Then the Iron Golem falls. Then one of the Nagas dies. And once that Naga's down, that means that team is losing. Okay, so Iron Golem has died now. Okay, but Naga is still alive. However, she's just been Good. So yeah. Okay, so now it's not going to be that interesting. The units that we are testing are down, so I'm just gonna speed it up. And the fight will be a draw. Okay, so from this thing, my conclusion is both of these units are at very similar level. If I add Genie, yeah, let's do that. From that fight, I will say they both are the same level, because if you're obviously Paladin brings utility, but if a cheap unit like Iron Golem can survive even longer than Paladin, that means you can use Paladin somewhere else, okay? And that is good, because remember guys, you got Holy Trinity buff on one side, which means Judicator is also doing more damage. So there's more damage on the right side than on the left. Add Genie. Yeah, and against Naga, that's the thing. You saw you saw that Black Dragon wasn't able to survive against Naga for such a long time. So that Iron Golem is keeping he's standing his ground. He's surviving more than Black Dragon. Do you guys agree? Look at that. He's surviving longer than Black Dragon did. Obviously because Astral is a different kind of hero and there's a healing on Astral side, but still that's interesting. Look at that. So maybe you run in, if you're playing Battle of the Gods and your Astral is already strong, maybe it's good thing to move Paladin to your secondary or third team. I'll do that eventually. Let's speed it up. Obviously right side has lost, okay? The fight will probably be as a draw because there's no damage to kill that thing. But yeah. Yeah, I know Adrian. I'm just trying to, give a hope to Astral players for a while. So let's put Holy Trinity. Okay, so now there's a save. There's actually more damage on that side because Monk is doing damage, but the healing power should be a little bit lower because Genie Awakening brings a lot of healing. Let's see what kind of a difference it makes. Also guys, I've run monks for a long period of time. Basically I ran monks till I got seer. I was running Iron Golem monks and both of them performed very well in my Astral formation a couple of months ago. Obviously it's outdated now, people will say it's like 2020, but it's viable if you're running a cheap Astral. Okay, so as you can see there's less healing power on the left side because monks don't heal as well as genies. Fully awakened genies are quite good when it comes to keeping your units alive. So yeah, these two units dead, so obviously left side is going to lose or there will be a draw. Oh, you mean change genies on both sides? Okay. Yeah, let's do that, and obviously we'll need to finish up the stream very soon. Is there anything else I'm supposed to change, guys? To test, guys? Because obviously I'm quite okay. This weapon doesn't seem like strong, but I'm quite happy because it brings. Because this weapon brings Gold Golem to similar level as the Paladin, which you can see in this scenario. Yeah, it's very similar survival rate against Naga. So and Naga is like a ultimate boss. If you are trying to see how the defensive unit performs, you need to play it against Naga. Because if your unit can't survive 20 seconds of Naga, well, Exactly. Good budget tank, obviously, yes. You can run it in Roland formation as well if you don't have Astral. Yeah, but if you have Roland, you should have Astral as well. So as you can see, this weapon performs well. If you don't have Paladin, keep in mind guys, this is a 6-star, 5-star awakened Paladin, which requires tremendous amount of diamonds to get to that point. While getting Golem to that point is not that expensive. You can actually get a full potential, maxed out potential Golem quite easily compared to getting that 6.5 awakened Paladin. So budget wise, get that Golem, get his weapon awakened if you play in Astral. It's worth it. As you can see, very similar teams, and I'm using Paladin. Okay, very similar results, so save your money, invest them somewhere else. Obviously, that's the advice for low spenders. If you're a whale or even a dolphin, you obviously want Paladin in your team, okay? You have the resources for it. Okay, let's speed it up. As you can see, a draw. Basically, same result. Right, guys. Yeah, last thing. Okay, I was supposed to run it against Dragon Mutare. This will be the last thing. Not the last thing, because I still got one quiz to do, guys. Once I do that quiz, I will. That will be it. That will be the finish of the stream. Okay, so there's one more question for everyone. There's a chance to win 500 diamonds. Guys, play against the same team that I had previously. Yeah, I'll use monk here. Okay, so Genie. I'll put Genie there. Just Holy Trinity here, because obviously we want a little stronger team. And the Paladin. Let's make sure we got the right domains. Okay, seems good. Let's put a proper asphalt team, because Genie just performs battle down. Okay. And obviously this will be against the core damage dealers here. So since Dragon Mutare was already winning, I expect it to be a quick win. But a good thing is we can actually compare it to the previous fight against Astral with Paladin. So I believe the Black Dragon is using DKB in that scenario. So the last fight finished at 95 seconds. So better result than with Paladin. That's a better result than with Paladin. However, there's a little slight difference. There's a slight difference, okay? When I ran the Paladin comp, that was here. Okay, so let's try that. Yeah, Gold Golem performed well in that scenario. Okay, now he's got easier time to tank. Okay, let's see how much of a difference that actually makes. Yeah, he tanked the kill lane like a boss. Even when I moved him away and I put Dragon Golem, the previous fight was better. Okay, so with Gold Golem on the kill against kill line, the fight was much better. So he is doing good. Okay, so this is what tells you that this weapon is really worth it. Okay, it makes him on pair with Paladin, and this will be my opinion about that weapon. it makes him on par with paladin, so you can move paladin to another team, and this is why I will invest into it. He has Gear of Times at the moment. You want me to change the emblems quickly, see how it performs with these emblems. Okay, so since let's put him against the kill lane, and let's put legals. The only reason I've put Gear of Time on him is because of the 6 bonus. Okay, I ran legals on him on my main account. Yeah, so this is why I like 6-star bonuses, to see compare that. Okay, so he's losing 20% HP and quite a lot of holy death. If I put that on, he's getting an attack and defense. Okay, so yeah, I believe that's the best emblem for him, but let's run that. Okay, so we are getting that just to compare. Obviously, I'm not gonna run Path of Assassin on him or anything, but that might give us some weird results. Okay, so he's against kill line, so he's getting less crit. He's getting less from crits. Okay, let's see how much of a difference this will make. Yeah, well, Naga just dies. Okay, so yeah, let's try switching positions. So basically, paladin. I use Gear of Time on paladin as well, so switching around the emblems is not a problem. So let's see if that's similar. If it's dragon, that is gonna win. Yes. So Gear of Time's better. I don't think I have price of the loyalty. I'm not sure if I can actually choose it. This is why I'm not testing this emblem, because I'll need a lucky snatch to actually be able to test it, because the box they gave me, I know that on production server the box includes these emblems, but see if I do it here, as you can see, I can't, so I can't test these new emblems. See, I got 999 million, well, it's 99 millions of useless box, because I can't have the new ones. Okay, guys, so let's go with the last questions. I don't want to keep you up any longer. It's Sunday. Okay, usually it's just beginning of the stream. Now we are finishing it, and I believe this is better for, well, it's better for me. I'm not sure about you, but let's just finish up the pool. Okay, so if we finish the pool, we'll see that actually more of you enjoy this time. There's still quite a lot of people who think that 9:30 is better, but majority thinks it's good. Yeah, so 57% for yes, 24 for both are good. So basically, and no 18% out of 61 votes. So that's quite good. Okay, I'll keep that going at 7:30. Yeah. Okay, so let's go with the question. Okay, in 5 seconds. Oops, excuse me. In 5 seconds, a question about Iron Golem will pop up on your screen. You only need to answer with A, B, C, or D. Don't bother writing down the whole answer, because that's gonna take a lot of time, and the time is the essence. Because the first guy that pops up on my screen, well, the first 2 in this case, will get 500 diamonds. The only thing I'll need from you once you actually win, and if you are not on my list of winners from previous streams, will be your ID and the server you're playing on. And that's it. Simple rules. Questions are easy today. So let's go with it. 5 seconds, and the question is gonna pop up on your screen. So get the chat ready, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay guys, sorry, I was reading something. Let's go with the answer. Okay, yeah, so good night guys, thank you for staying in the on the stream with me. Let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is obviously a gold golem. Okay, let's see who was the first. So Molly was the first, congratulations. And the second correct answer was King Forest Hill. Congratulations to the winners. Let me just quickly see if I got your info, guys. I believe I got, okay, so King Forest Hill, I got your info. EU 107, just to confirm. And Molly, I got yours, I got your ID as well. EU 52 server, just to confirm. Okay, so I got 5 winners, guys. I'm gonna message Jane as we speak, so you'll get your diamonds as soon as possible. Probably you'll get them by Friday. I think she's sending them on Wednesday. I think some people message me that you guys getting your diamonds on Wednesday. Right, guys, thank you for staying with me. I'll try to wrap up a quick summary, hopefully maybe on Thursday, so you'll be able to see my thoughts about these weapons, because obviously I sleep on it. I decide if that weapon is worth it or not, and so on. I'll just do a quick short, maybe 3-4 minute video showing data to everyone, so everyone has access to it. Okay guys, stay safe, enjoy your night, and on Monday, once I get a green light, you guys will see a full version 15 video. I got it ready, I got it uploaded on YouTube. I'm just waiting for Jane's green light so I can release it a little bit earlier, and there will be a surprise as well. Hopefully it's worth it. I don't know really what's in that surprise yet, but I'll see you guys soon. Bye!